mom and dad are, were my dad. That's the thing about our story is kind of weird. You hear the rags to riches stories.
Yeah.
Ours was backwards.
Really?
Yeah, my dad went to this big revival one night in Las Vegas, and came home. Had this divine, experience of some sort, and said, "Hey, we're selling all of our stuff.
Really?
I'm getting out of business. I can't be." Yeah.
Really?
I can't be in the 7-Eleven business anymore because we sell Penthouse and we sell beer, and I can't do that anymore. He also felt like that, this is a crazy story, that God had told him that a potential buyer for his franchises was the guy. And the guy comes back a couple days later and says, "Hey, Frank, I don't got the money for the business." My dad says, "It doesn't matter. God told me you're the guy." So we moved to Mariloma, California out here, bought 4 acres of land, and came out here with about 20 people.
I'm coming.
Basically.
You're kidding.
Yeah, we had a huge garden and livestock and, chickens and rabbits and the whole,
That's wild.
Well, from there is where, like, again, my folks being so kind of on fire for God at that point, were also involved in, if I remember the old burn your record things,
Oh, yeah.
Well, there went 90% of their record collection. But the irony was that I was allowed to listen to anything as long as it had some spiritual overtone. Well, that took me right into people like the Chambers Brothers, Edwin Hawkins singers, Mike Laws of Joy, Al Green, Little Richard, Staple singers,
yeah.
So I was like, not a problem, for me. I was like, this is great. I didn't
Worked right in.
Yeah, I mean, to think that, like, especially, like, the Chambers Brothers, to me, were that close to Hendrix,
Yep.
I mean, they had all the psychedelic guitars and the crazy B3 organs, and,
right.
and then just the pure energy of it, too, thinking that, like, I mean, really fast beats, like, were like punk rock, before punk,
right.
So to hear that, I didn't feel like I was missing out on Zeppelin or any of that stuff that was going on around me, And then, other people that were somewhat kosher, Dylan, thank God for me, he had a Christian moment.
Right.
Because then I
gave you the support.
Well, I was allowed to then buy Slow Train Coming.
Right.
Which I learned every song on that record, from Dylan. And Al Green, probably one of my biggest all-time inspirations,